What's up, guys? Welcome back to Basics with me, Peagrim. We are once again in the Nether. I think the goal for today is gonna be try and do what we've been trying to do for a few episodes and actually get some blaze rods and get out of here alive, preferably. Obviously, historically hasn't been the situation. I also, for some reason, can never find this route back up. Oh, sorry if you heard, but I don't know what that noise was. Yeah, for some reason I can never find this route back up. As you can see, I've re-geared myself a little bit. Obviously just used some of the resources from the iron farm. Nothing too special. Big downside is I don't have a bow. I also didn't have any arrows, so we've just had to sort of roll with it and hope for the best. I'm not going to try and be greedy this time. I will get a fair few blaze rods to set me on for a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna either dip out straight away or try and grab a couple of grab some nether waters if possible. I don't know the best way to tackle this because I don't have a bow to pick them off. Pull him over. Let me just try and run past. There we go. That's better. And we can just use this one. So I don't know exactly how many blaze rods I need. I think I want enough for the end portal, but I also want to potentially grab a couple for brewing stands, one for myself and one for setting up some sort of very mediocre trading with villagers. Obviously, we won't do the full farm just yet, but if we can get at least a couple if needs be, that'd be handy. Don't know where that gas was, but that's quite dangerous because I'm going to have to go back that way. But yeah, I hope you've all been well. Sorry, I know the intro was a bit rushed there. We are in the Nether, so as we know, it can be quite deadly. So trying to just sort of get through it. But yeah, I hope you've all been well. I've been very busy boy in real life, which is why there's been a little bit of a gap. Been streaming pretty regularly, so if you don't follow me already on Twitch, please do drop a follow. There's always a link in the description if you need it. But yeah, playing Dead by Daylight. We started a playthrough of Last of Us Part 1, which I think we started a couple of weeks back. Well, like 3 weeks back, but it was after my last recording session, so I don't think I'd mentioned it. But you'll have seen the VODs going up for that on YouTube. It's the first time I've ever tried it. Sort of as soon as the stream's ended, I export the VOD straight to YouTube so that if anyone missed any of it, they can go back and watch it. So feel free to check that out. Obviously, if you're not one for sitting watching long videos, feel free to check out the stream and sort of just drop in wherever you can. It's been a bit of a troublesome game so far. My partner bought the PC edition of the game, so I managed to play it on Steam Family Pass. However, I don't know if you've heard anything, but the PC port is not good in the slightest. Where's that blaze? Down there. Yeah, it's not good. It runs quite well, but so like I can play on sort of medium to high settings, and I've got quite an old PC now, with no issues. But then it just crashes for no reason. And I don't really know why. So what I've done, because it was getting a little bit annoying and it was also starting to interfere with OBS while I was live and actually sort of not crashing it, but making my stream lag and sort of closing random windows on OBS because I have a few windows open from it, like dots. What I've done is I've borrowed my partner's copies on PS4. I've got a PS4 Pro, so off stream I'm currently in the process of trying to catch back up. I need to take a second here just to have a breather. yeah, I'm trying to catch up, and I've actually bought a capture card, and I'm going to be streaming from that instead, because although it won't be as good graphics, it's for remastered editions, and it's a pro, so it should be alright, somewhat. So far from what I've seen, it seems alright. And obviously, benefits of, one, hopefully, no crashing and issues. Two, no extra stress on my PC, because like I say, it is quite old, so when it's trying to run these quite new games, and they require a lot of performance, it's obviously aging it quite fast. I do want to upgrade it soon, but because of how old it is, I'll need to upgrade everything pretty much. But the main things being my GPU, so my graphics card, my processor, and my motherboard all need upgrading. Typically, the most expensive parts of a PC. So I've priced it all up. I know how much it'll be, but it's currently quite a bit more than I can afford. So I'm going to sort of just see how we get on. Let me just double check you can drop anything now. Yeah, so I'm going to see how we get on. Hopefully, being able to move over to console will mean it takes a lot of stress off the game. But I've been enjoying it. I can see why it was rated so highly, because this is my first time ever playing it. I've played random sections of it before, because my mum used to play it when it very first came out, and she loved it. However, she used to struggle with some of the stealth sections, so she used to shout me down to come help. Same as she did with Skyrim when I got her into that as well. But yeah, so I've seen random little bits of it, and I've actually seen the TV series, but I've not played the game myself, so it's all sort of a first time experience. But I'm really enjoying it. It's one of those games where when I'm streaming it, I don't really want to end stream. Like, I try and limit how long I'm live for nowadays. I used to do sort of 6 or 7 hours at a time. Nowadays, I'm lucky if I get 3.5. I'm just trying to be a bit more responsible, because obviously work and stuff, so it's not sustainable. Obviously, I'd worked back in the day, but I didn't have any other responsibilities really. Like, I didn't have a partner or anything. Oh, come here. So yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more responsible, and my responsibilities at work have gone up quite drastically since those days. So I'm trying to just trying to be a bit well behaved. But it's one of those that when it's sort of getting to the 2.5 hour mark, and I know I should be ending soon, I really don't want to. I'm like, we'll go till the next safe point. We'll wait until we're in a decent spot to finish, and then it just stacks up. Also, it's getting a bit tetchy because there's a hang on. Please don't hit me. Issue here is I didn't manage to clear the last round that had spawned, so now there's even more, which is fun. Come on. I don't have much food, so I need to be careful here. I think I'll try to get to 15 if I can. Because I've also just remembered that if I'm doing any potions, if I manage to find any nether waters, you do actually need them for crafting potions nowadays. It's like lapis in enchanting tables. It now actually has a resource that you need. Alright, 13. Nice. This is all bad. Alright, I'm getting out with these 13, just to secure them. I wish I could get some nether warts, but I don't think I'll be able to grab any. Just yet anyway. We will obviously have to come back in and try and get some if we wanted to do potions. Right. Let's follow this back. I don't know where this is going. Is this where I've dug through previously? Must be, because this is certainly not natural generation. And I did remember to sync up one of the lodestones as well, so that should help quite a lot finding our way back. should being the key word there, because it is me and I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed to quote Smash Mouth. Around here, please be friendly. I've got my boots on. Taking a fair bit of damage now, though. Right. We ain't doing any lava-y parkour again. We saw how that went last time. Let me go around here, because there's some blocks around here, so I feel like I might have been this way before. Right, watch your footing. Such precarious paths. Why do I do this to myself? Great. Grab this while we can. Might as well. I think we're near safety now, so this should be good. So we've got a lot of levels from being in here. Because level 1 when I came in from a little bit of fishing. Because as I went to go start recording, it was like a thunderstorm in the overworld. And if you fish in thunderstorms, you get a better chance of loot. And I think it's a little bit faster as well. So I did a little bit and I got to like level 1.5 or something. But now we're at 15. Didn't really get anything great from fishing. I got fish. I think I got a puffer fish. Oh, I did actually get a enchanted book for infinity, which is really good. So obviously when we get a bow, we'll put that on it. I think that means we can't put mending on it, but we can put like unbreakable and power and stuff on it still. So I don't know. What I might do is try and enchant a bow normally and then add the book to it. Oh, you are fast. Right. Where are we going? Down here and to the left? Yeah, yeah. Right. Let me deposit some things. I'll put that back in there. Put them back in there. And then what I'm going to do, guys, just while I go through here, is I'm going to quickly pause the recording because I don't know if you remember last time or the first time I was in the Nether and my game crashed when I went through there for some reason. I think it's to do with replay mod, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly exit the game, save my replay from the start of this for the intro, and then come back in and go through it. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright, we are back, and I've not rendered the cinematic replay mod thing, but I have saved it, so it should be fine now, even if we crash. I do really need to go around and light up more of this, because I get mobs spawning all around here. As you can see, end up quite close to the village. Also, when I was walking over, this entire pit was filled with creepers. As you can see, there's still quite a few of them. Luckily, I managed to dodge them, but it was not pleasant. Also, I've just seen an emerald up here. You being friendly now, mate? You're all over me when time. Getting all up in me, aren't you? Also, yeah, warning on the Last of Us front. Obviously, it's streamed, so I try and make the Minecraft videos sort of as PG as possible, or sort of PG-13, sort of like no swearing or anything. That's not the case on streams. Also means it won't be the case in the VODs. So if you do go and watch those, obviously just be aware that it's a little bit of a different atmosphere than the recordings. Also somewhat higher energy, depending on how I'm feeling when I'm streaming. But generally speaking, higher energy and a lot more going on. So just beware. But I would genuinely recommend checking out if you're into that. Right. So I'm gonna do this and preserve that because I don't know if I've got any more emeralds in here. Not emeralds. What are they called? Ender pearls. But we're gonna need a fair bunch of them. I'm gonna do some more actually. We're gonna need a fair bunch of them for the... God, what have I just done? I thought I'd done 2 of them. I just shift clicked and turned all of my blaze into blaze powder. Okay, well, I guess we've got enough for a lot if we want. But also means I have none for brewing stands, which was the entire purpose. That's painful. Not the end of the world, we can go back in and get more. And there's also one thing I was debating adding to this pack that I use to play this with, like the shaders and the performance stuff and like the tools that you guys know I have. Is there's a data pack that allows you to turn uncraftable things back into what they came from. So like, for example, in the nether, there's nether wart blocks, and you craft it out of 9 nether wart, but then you can't turn it back. Like, it's just stuck as the block, even though it's just a block of nether wart, like a coal block sort of thing. It lets you do that. It lets you turn wool into string. It lets you turn blaze powder back into blaze rods, I believe. Obviously, won't do that right now, but might be something that's worth handling, to let me know how you feel about that in comments. But for now, I think what we'll do is I'll have to go back in at some point. I might / almost definitely do that off camera, because obviously you guys have seen a lot of enderpearl. Nope. A lot of blaze rod grinding. And I know it's probably getting a bit tedious by now, but I'll probably do some of that off camera. So I've come up here to grab these so I can take it down and have them all in one place. I think, going to call it a day here for this session. I know it's only been one, but I wanted to get back into the swing of things and sort of get one sorted. You got anything good? Not really. Yeah, I wanted to get back into the swing of things and at least get one done for you guys. And then I think I'll do some more this weekend and get some queued up if possible. But yeah, so that has been me. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it and having a little bit of a catch up and a chit chat with me. Do let me know how you feel about adding those sort of data packs in the comments below. And as always, remember to like and subscribe so you can come back in future. And it massively helps me with the algorithm. Means we can meet potentially loads more new friends. And yeah, I'm going to stop erming in your ear now, and I'm going to go to bed because it's quite late for me currently. I think it's, what time is it? It's 11:15. So I'm going to go skedaddle, get into bed, get warm, hopefully. And take care. Bye-bye.